What's up, Orange Nation? Every great workout has to start with a great dynamic warm-up. We have 3 exercises, 1 minute each. We're gonna go through those 2 rounds for a total of 6 minutes. You ready, Felix?
Let's do this.
All right, our first exercise is gonna be the alternating bird dog. Get down into a tabletop position. Extend out one leg, the opposite arm extends out. Bring it back to your set position. Do the same thing on the other side. Reduce the range of motion for your option. The second exercise will be the plank walkout. So stand up, try to keep your legs nice and straight, walk out to a plank, walk right back, stretching through the hamstrings, and stand up. The option, bend the knees as you go into the walkout. Our third exercise will be the around the world lunge. You're gonna stay on one side for all 3 movements. Lunge forward. Feet together, lunge to the side, feet together, lunge in reverse, and then we do the same exact thing on the other side. The option will be reducing the range of motion. Again, it's 1 minute each, 2 rounds, 6 minutes of work. Let's get warm, y'all.
OT fam, we are ready to rock and roll. This block is mostly going to be upper body, but this time we're also going to incorporate the mini band. How does that sound?
Very good.
Sounds okay?
Let's do it.
We're looking at 6 minutes total, 3 exercises, 10 reps apiece. So coach is going to start off with a wide stance. It's our iso sumo squat. Sitting back heavy in the heels, mini bands right at the wrist level, and extending just to the hands are level with the shoulders. Perfect. Rolling right into our low band, single arm, bird dog glide. This one, you definitely want to make sure you take your time, no need to rush. So how he's going to do this is he's extending one leg out, away from the body, squeezing the glute, while the opposite hand is just slowly gliding right over the ground. Looks good. Rolling over for our final exercise is our static crunch with scissors. Still keeping tension in the mini band, and now we're just extending our legs out and taking our feet towards the ceiling, going north to south while keeping the shoulder blades off the ground and core is engaged. 6 minutes of work, mini bands in the upper body, challenging your small stabilization muscles. Let's get after it.
All right, fam, here we go. We got a solid push-pull upper body workout, meaning we're going to target the front and the back of the upper body. We're going to start it off. Coach Didi, she is going to perform an iso hip bridge chest fly. She's going to grab her 2 weighted objects. Arms are slightly bent with her hips off the ground. Keep the feet slightly or hip width apart. We're going to exhale as we bring those weighted objects up. Control them as you bring them back down. Next up, we're going to flip it over into a push-up position with 1 weighted object in her hand. We're going to start on the right side with a plank single arm low row. As she pulls up, she's going to make sure that she keeps her elbow tucked in closely to her body. Option is simply to perform with the knees on the ground. After this, grab the other weighted object. We're going to perform a close grip, hollow hold, alternating chest press. So elbows tucked into your side, keep your chin pointing straight up to the ceiling as you push those weighted objects up. Option, we're going to elevate the heels a little bit higher off of the ground. Next one, we're simply going to flip over, perform that low row with the left arm. And last one, we're going to go straight into a push-up to a knee tuck. Exhale as you come out of it, bring those knees forward. Option, knees on the ground for the push-up. We're going to alternate bringing that knee forward with the knee tuck. All right, make sure it is burning, because if it ain't burning, you ain't working. Let's get it going.
keep pushing on, keep bettering myself. Beat every obstacle, I don't need no one's help. 'Cause Cause I'm fighting for it, I'm working towards it, I'm aiming on the stars. And I didn't give up everything to only get this far. Can't stop me now. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm just beginning, can't stop me now. I'm gonna push past the limits. No way that I'm gonna let nobody try to take me down. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me. Ooh. Can't stop me. Ooh. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. You know I give my all every step of the way. You know that I won't quit till everyone knows my name. Cause I sacrificed for this, my blood, sweat, tears, my life for this. So I'm gonna show them all, I don't care what they say. Cause I'm fighting for it, I'm working towards it, I'm aiming on the stars. And I didn't give up everything to only get this far. Can't stop me now. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm just beginning, can't stop me now. I'm gonna push past the limits. No way that I'm gonna let nobody try to take me down. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me. Ooh. Can't stop me. Ooh. Can't stop me.
pointed right at me. I guess I knew that she was loaded all along. I guess I knew that she was coming on strong. Once she had me in the sights, she might as well be kissing me goodnight. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be your man. There's a photo of me in your shooting gallery, but you can't see my face. Just a target in its place. I guess I knew that she was loaded all along. I guess I knew that she was coming on strong. Once she had me in the sights, she might as well be kissing me goodnight. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be your man. The gun in your hand, the hunt for your man.
Okay, team, we know you've been missing those power blocks, so here's one for you. You're gonna go from a push into an all-out. You got 2 rounds, 6 minutes long. Our first exercise is gonna be a push for squatting. You're dropping deep into those heels, 90 degrees, squeezing the glutes at the very top in your set position. Your option is to lower your range of motion with that squat, and you guessed it, we're going all out. We've got squat jacks. You're gonna jump up and down, squeezing the glutes once again at the top. Your option is to simply step those feet together and drop into that squat going into a lateral position. You'll take a rest for 15 seconds, cool off, and then we're going all out with Cynthia for high knees. So with those high knees for 30 seconds, we're driving up. Make sure those knees come about the level of your navel to really squeeze that core. Your option here is to reduce the range of motion and slow down those high knees. You're gonna take another rest to recover for 15 seconds, breathe it out, and then we're going back into a all-out performance with a tuck jump. Are you ready? So 30 seconds, you're jumping and exploding through the body, squeezing the knees. You are in the air. Your option here is to simply reduce that jump and simply bring those knees to a lower position. Once again, this is 2 rounds. It's your power block, 6 minutes long. Let's get to work.
focus on that core. This is an endurance focus with a little bit of a higher rep count. 4 total exercises for 2 full rounds. We're gonna start seated again on a towel, carpet, something soft so that we can pat ourselves underneath as we work through these exercises. And we've got a suitcase there. Ange, why don't you go ahead and grab that to add a little bit of a challenge. Holding that suitcase right at your chest, seated on the ground, feet are shoulder width apart, plant those heels nice and firm. We're gonna roll ourselves down to the ground and then drive those heels in and sit all the way back up. So this is a full sit-up with a little bit of an added challenge, having that weight glued to your chest. Doing this for 15 total reps. Of course, as an option, you're gonna come up just as high as you can, or you can always take that suitcase out of it. Our second exercise, actually, do you want to keep that challenge going? All right, let's do it. Let's keep it glued to our chest again, going right into a seated torso rotation. So leaning back just slightly, Angie's gonna keep that core nice and tight, holding onto that suitcase at her chest. Go ahead and start twisting to the side. There you go, rotating through that torso. Notice that our heels are staying nice and grounded, toes to the ceiling. Make sure we're breathing as we're going through that exercise. We've got 20 total here, 10 to each side. Again, your option, you can go ahead and set that suitcase down. We are done with those for right now. We're gonna get into our high plank position. So go ahead and get your shoulders stacked directly over top of those wrists. Feet are going to be about hip width apart. Actually, take them just a little bit wider, Ange, so we can work through stabilizing those hips as we work through our pull through. That's perfect. So using that object next to you looks like your makeup bag. You're ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and use that to pull through underneath the body. So opposite hand reaches under, pulls through, sets it down, and then we switch to the other side. Notice how stable Ange's hips are. So we're not moving at all. Anti-rotation there is what we're focused on. As an option, you can always drop down to your knees if you need to. We're gonna work through again 20 total here, 10 to each side. Nice job. Our last exercise, you can actually go ahead and move your makeup bag to the side. We're laying all the way down, not taking a break just yet. Fingertips at your ears, elbows are gonna be out to the side. We're working through a back extension. So feet are still hip width apart, toes are grounded, and then as you raise your back towards the ceiling, you're gonna pause and then control it on the way back down. So again, we're tightening through the whole back side of that body, really, really stabilizing at the top, and then releasing ourselves back down to the ground. Your option here, you can always reduce that range of motion. We've got 15 total. Now it's your turn for 2 rounds.
Can't go out and fake it. It's time we make it. Can't go out and fake it. It's time we make it. Can't go out and fake it. It's time we make it. Can't go out and fake it. It's time we make it. Can't go out and fake it. Take a trip with me to another galaxy. Come and join the ride. I promise I won't bite. Not like these other fools that twisted all the rules. I'll prove it to you. You've got nothing to lose. It's time we take it. You know it's time we take it. Don't stop the move, just keep the groove. Go out and make it. Don't go and break it. Can't go out and fake it. Our worlds collide into the sky. It's time we take it. Can't go out and fake it. It's time we make it. Can't go out and fake it. It's time we make it. Can't go out and fake it. It's time we make it. Can't go out and fake it. It's time we make it.
All right, Orange family, that's what we're talking about. Woo! Another job well done. We are so proud of you. Now it's time to slow things down. It's our 5-minute flexibility block. It's going to be performed for 20 seconds each movement. Starting in our standing position, it's our cross body stretch. So Ange is just taking one arm across and bringing her arm as close as she can to her chest. We're going to challenge your balance next. So standing on one leg, stretching our quad, grabbing your ankle, and taking your heel towards your glute. Don't forget to breathe, 20 seconds each side. From there is our hamstring. So sitting back on your heel, hands on your hips, pushing your hips towards the back room, holding, breathing, relaxing, and stand right back up. That was perfect. That was so good. Transitioning into our runner's lunge, posterior reach. So one knee is down and the other knee is up, hand on the outside part of your knee, arm is straight, reaching behind you, just again to your range of motion, and then go ahead and return right back. For our kneeling forearm stretch, fingertips are facing your body, rocking back just till you find that good stretch range, holding, and then relax and come out of that stretch nice and easy. We have one more for you. It's the butterfly. So feet are together, hanging onto your ankles. Don't forget to sit up tall, hips out of your lower back there, and reflecting on another well done. Orange Nation, we're so excited for you. We can't wait to see you back in the next at-home workout. Let's go get it.